Yeah, hello, it's gaming hours. My intros keep on getting stupider and stupider. I love it. So we're playing more Muse today because I am secretly addicted at this point. I I might have a problem, you guys.
Music. Ready?
Let me turn down the music just a smidge because I turned it up for the Yakuza stream.
3, 2, 1.
I haven't warmed up, by the way. And I'm not familiar with this song. So this might go very poorly very quickly. Oh my god, I just choked there. What the fuck? Excuse me. Also, I changed it back to English a couple days ago because I was messing around with some characters. For now, it'll stick in English, but it'll probably get moved back to Japanese at some point.
Music. Ready? Go!
my eyeball is twitching. Why is it twitching? Okay, I think I know why my eyeballs are twitching. Oh my god. My eyes are refusing to focus on the game. Before stream, I spent like 4 hours. No, slightly more than 4 hours, like 5 hours. 5 hours 5 hours editing a video. I'd like to point out that I'm not done with the video. It's the video I'm working on right now is probably going to end up taking longer than the Wendigoon video to edit, and the Wendigoon video took 10 hours. But my eyes are probably just really tired from looking at my monitor. Is there...
あなたたちこの程度に
Okay. I changed some settings on my monitor, so apparently my monitor was in movie mode the entire time I've been using it, which makes it obnoxiously bright and saturated on my end. But I've now changed it to FPS mode? What's it called? It's on FPS mode. So this is what games are supposed to look like.
Are you ready?
generator, automatic lover, atomic, overdrive, blockbuster, brain power. There's really some cocaine. Try it, don't you try it. Generator, killer machine. There's no fate. Take control. Brain power. Whoa! 100%. I think that was 100%. Them settings really did change everything. Hell yeah. Note to self, I need to not be in movie mode whenever I'm using my monitor. I do have good news about the setup. I right before stream I got a new monitor and keyboard, and my keyboard arrived today, and my new monitor is coming shortly. So I will no longer be using my drawing tablet as a second monitor. I barely caught that note, wow. To be fair, this is a newer song, so I don't know it as well. And my eyeballs burned. Maybe if I'm like slightly further from the screen, it'll be easier. Maybe? Yeah, okay, so one sec, let me move the mic over here. I'm turned up a fair bit, so you should be able to hear me alright. Hopefully. I'm like leaning back in my chair, like all the way. Ooh, new best. Nice. Nice. Also going to turn down the audio just a bit for the game. I actually don't know this song that well. I never played this song. I very rarely do. I prefer the higher BPM ones. They're more fun, you know? That high energy shit, hella good. In a world of illusion, and the walls around just disappear. They're running now, they're coming. The truth to show. It's when I saw you. And for the first time. And through the night, and through your eyes. Oh God. That's my least favorite part of this map. Like, why is there just a bunch of random double notes there? And through your eyes, and your person might not feel so story, but Ew. Nice. Hopefully the game audio drowned out my questionable singing there. You already played that one. Oh, I haven't done this one in a while. I actually probably should... Have I even done 8 difficulty on this? Like 8-star difficulty on this? Have I even tried it? I might actually do it. This is one of the older songs on my game. One, two, three, four. Where were you doing that? Where were you doing that? That didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Where were we doing that? Yeah. Let's redo that, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I never have I never 100% done this before? Like what? Okay. Quick question. What's my highest accuracy on the song? Because halfway through that, I was like, I'm probably really close to like 100%ing that. Like I'm probably obnoxiously close. My highest on that is a 99.79, and I have done the master difficulty. Okay. I want to get 100% on this. I'm gonna keep on playing until I get 100%, or I get really tired of the song. How about that? Let's do that. One sec. Okay. Let's try something. So one of the little companions can help you with like accuracy. No, it's not. Oh god. Which character is it that does it? It is one of the... Okay. We're gonna be playing as Rin. I think I can get below... I did it with Maria, but Maria helps with my accuracy a little bit. I should be able to do it, just barely. Oh! Oh! I got it! I got... Except for that very last one, it was all me. It was all me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was really nerve. Every time it's like the first time I 100% a song, it is always extremely nerve-wracking. Okay. Now let's switch back to my normal Maria. Since we're in here, I'll tell you what this Maria does. She basically makes my the length of each between perfect, great, pass. It makes it easier to hit notes and to get perfects. And if you're really bad at a song, it makes all those misses turn into greats as long as you're like close enough. It basically makes it so that there's less, that there's more room for error, pretty much. That is what she does. Rin, on the other hand, makes it so that if you hit any greats on non-hold and non-mash enemy notes, it automatically turns into a perfect. The rhythm on this one is really weird, by the way. Yeah, so I don't know why, but the song always feels like it's in some weird time signature. Like there's like a bit of groove to it, but like at least the maybe not the song, but at least the map is not in 4/4 time. It does not feel like it's in 4/4 time. Shit. Another. This song. There's a couple of the newer songs in here that I'm thinking about removing along with some of the older songs because this is just like my favorites in the whole game. And I just play through my favorites over and over. But some of these I'm thinking about getting rid of. Like, what's one that I'm thinking of? I never play Variant Cross on its own. No, wait, no, I do. That's a lie. Elias, I don't. Elias, Etude Storm. Good World is my least favorite Ebi Mayo song in the whole game. And it's like, should I even have it here? Do I like it enough for it to be here? I don't know why the 90s decision's here. I think it's only because it's by Ebi Mayo. Okay. But there are certainly a couple songs in here, especially like these newer ones I'm thinking about removing. Speaking of the 80s momentum, it's pretty rare I play this song, but I still like it enough to where I would still play it. Like I would still keep it in the list. Is what I mean. Did I want to wait? What? Did I just 100% that? Oh! Oh! Oh my god! I've never done that before. That's my first time. Wow. And that's the oldest song in that's the song that's been here the longest. And that's my first time doing it. Wow. Wow, look at that. Double 100%, let's go! And now we go over to the other black dress Maria stage that I have in the list. I don't think I have too many here. 90s Momentum might be the third one, but I never play 90s Momentum. That specific rhythm is so weird. Like this one. Like sometimes the game doesn't catch it. No, there's a fourth. I just remembered. There's a fourth level that has Black Dress Maria in it. It's like Chaos City Nagata. It's like one of their songs. Bam. So, off the top of my head, can I like list them out? Yeah, I can try. Okay. So you have, let me mute it for this. So you have 89's Momentum. And then you have, it's like a little while. You have Ukiyo Yokocho by Chaos City Nagata. That's the one I forgot I had in here. Like, you have Blackest Luxury Car, and then you have, I went past it, didn't I? You have 90's Decision, so that's 89's Momentum, 90's Decision. You have Ukiyo Yokocho. You have Blackest Luxury Car, and this is the Black Lady like theme. Pretty much, and I think those are the only ones in here, and then maybe Night Theater. Night Theater's probably like the fifth one. I haven't played it enough. But anyways, those are the like 4, maybe 5 game like songs that have that stage in this, like, I guess playlist of mine. I guess it's a playlist. It's certainly one of the rare ones. Most of the songs in here use this background. Like Ariga Thesis. Like my second favorite song in the... Oh my god, wait, what? Oh my god. Sometimes the Joy-Cons are a bit finicky. I hit that note, I swear I did. Also, this art's really cute. Can we talk about it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. This bit's really cool. Like, I want to make a video essay about this video game because there's so many tiny little details that I want to talk about. Like how the environments will like change in tune to the song. And like how the beats are perfectly on time. And the beats, like the notes, like the enemies have slightly different sounds, right? Like despite the fact that I've played rhythm games, I actually haven't played too many of them. But Muse Dash is like the only one I can think of, like that I've even heard of, that does it to where the game and the song become so perfectly melded together. Like, the beats are perfectly on time. Like, the sounds that the notes make match the notes in the song. Like, if it's a kick or a snare or, like, a more bassy sound. Like, it matches. Like, if most like rhythm games, like off the top of my head, like Project Diva, Osu, like Project Sekai, I'm blanking on a couple, aren't I? Like FNF, like those sorts of games. If it's for those games, I feel like it's just about catching the notes on the beat, like it would like certainly change like the playing experience, but if you like if you swap out the song for like another song that just manages to hit all the same beats or whatever, right? Like same beats and like same tempo, but it's like a different song, right? Like, you know, like that triple Q meme where it's like Sucker's a totally original song and like all these songs work together because they're like the same. They have very similar beats, they're in the same time signature, they have the same key signature, like that sort of thing. Do something like that to where you replace like one song with another song, and I feel like in most rhythm games and if you weren't too familiar with like the song or like the specific game, you probably wouldn't notice that like it's a bit off unless like you're on really weird difficulties and it's like, wait a minute, it's not quite right? If you're doing like, I don't know, like 11, like something ridiculous on Osu, you're probably going to know this really fast, but like on easier shit, it doesn't really matter. For Muse Dash, I feel like you would instantaneously know this because like the kinds of sounds that the notes are making are based off of the sounds that the song is making, right? So if it's like a very like the notes you make in the game become a part of the song. Like to listen to the Muse Dash version of the song is a completely different version. It's a different version of the song because the game is adding to the song, right? It's like a remix or like a remastering, right? And there's not many other versions of there's not many other rhythm games I could think of that does the same thing, in which like not because like the song itself has changed, but because the game adds to the song that the song becomes different. And that's honestly my favorite part about this game. And I want to talk about it. 1, 2, 3, bam! So that is definitely a video I want to do in the future, to where it's like, you know, like it's just me talking about like this is how the game works, and like this is like my favorite parts about the games, and this is why I think it's like the best rhythm game ever. It's gonna have like some weird clickbaity title, like the best rhythm game ever, or something like that. Like, I already know I want to do like a fucking video essay on like Super Paper Mario and call this the, but I don't know what I would call it. It would just be more of like a character analysis of like the different characters and the themes and whatnot, because I feel like, in my humble opinion, Super Paper Mario has the best story any Mario game, including like all the spin-off RPGs, has ever told, right? And like I may have not played like a lot of them, right? But I'd say it's a very close tie between either Super Paper Mario or Bowser's Inside Story, and that's only from what I've heard about Bowser's Inside Story, right? So maybe I wouldn't have the confidence to say it's the best story the Mario franchise has ever told, but it's certainly up there. And I want to talk about like the characters and the themes and whatnot, because it's so fascinating how like a not turn-based RPG, a platformer RPG, has like the best, one of the best Mario stories ever told. Like this part. You're adding to the song in the game. So right now it's like, if I had to do, like there's like, so those are like the two video essay ideas I have like right now. Are there any others since we're on the topic? So I have like a long list of like video ideas I wanna do that I just don't have like the editing or like the footage for. So like for instance, for Super Paper Mario, I would because I don't want to like, if I'm making a video essay, I would probably have to replay the game, like not the current playthrough, but if I were to do a Super Paper Mario like video essay, I would have to replay through the game, not only to get like cleaner footage of everything, but also so that way it's like I have a better idea of like the character motivations and whatnot. Like I just use like a walkthrough guide to like get through the levels, but like for cutscenes, like I really want to like record my own footage so that way it's like I can really think about things, you know? For Muse Dash, I would have I feel like I would have to get better at the game, so that way it's like I can play on the harder difficulties and see if what I think about the game carries over. So far it has, but there's like the harder songs, it's like I'm not good enough to say at the moment. And like obviously there's like one of the characters, it's like one second, oh god, that's not what I want. One of the characters, which Rin is it? Yeah, Sleepwalker Rin. She'll play the game automatically for you. So it's like sure, I could get footage that way and I could observe the songs that way, and like there's obviously YouTube, but I feel like in order to really talk about the game, I need to actually play it through myself at that level, and I'm not quite there yet. And on top of that, since I would have to talk about other rhythm games, I not only would have to play other rhythm games, but also like record footage of them. Like so probably what will end up happening is that I would have to wait to get a 3DS capture card, so that way I can get Project Mirai footage, because that's the rhythm game I'm the second best at. Like, and I'm certainly not good enough at like Osu or like Project Diva, or like even like the fucking Love Live School Idol Project like mobile game. I'm not good enough at that. I'm not good enough to like really say anything on the matter, because I feel like there's a certain certain amount of skill that you need to have before you can say anything on it. So those are 2 video essays that will eventually exist, hopefully. I do also want to eventually do a game in which I talk about how the 2D and the 3D elements in Super Paper Mario work, but once again, I would need footage of that. Because that's like really interesting if you think about it, how like this game is not only a 2D platformer, but also a 3D platformer, and how some of the elements in 2D are also 3D, if you think about it. Like, and like how that works and how the game works. But I would have to like start fucking breaking into like the game code to like see that. What else? There's also the fact that I want to rewrite the MCU. I also want to rewrite Star Wars, right? I already have like how I would do both of those in my head. It's just I want to rewatch all of the movies for both of those, so that way I have an idea of like a specific idea of what I don't like for each of the movies and what I want to happen in the overarching plot. I've already mentioned this to people in the Discord, but when I rewrite the MCU, every single movie is going to have like a color palette, like music genres, like especially if it's like character introduction shit, right? The only time I want it to be kind of bland is when it's massive crossovers, and even then it's still like the leading characters get like the most say in the like the aesthetic of the film. Because I feel like MCU films do not have a lot of style to them. They're just kind of generic blockbusters these days. And I don't like that. So we're gonna give them style, you know? So those are 4 different videos I want to make someday. What else is there? I do want to make more out of context videos, but those take so much like watching and editing that I don't think they'll be happening for a while. Either that or it'll be like a back burner project. Like I do plan on making Wendigoon out of context too. Like eventually. But I want to do a Veil Fisk one first. You know? Ooh, 100%. Lots of those today. I love it. It means I'm slowly getting better at the game. At this rate, I might actually become a rhythm gamer. Like a really good one, you know? Like someone who can do 9 stars and like double tap and shit. I am curious. I might make this like a video in which is like I try attaching like a USB keyboard to the Switch to see if it registers. Because right now I'm playing with controller. So every time I go up, that is like the arrow buttons on like the Switch Joy-Cons. And every time I'm hitting like a enemy down here, that's like AB. Like it makes sense in my head. I can't describe it. It kind of makes sense, I guess. Can you tell I do not play this song a lot? No, I'm choking. No.
今日は特別に私を褒めることを
Ugh. It's 8 o'clock. When should I end stream? I don't know. I'll go until like my eyes start getting really bad. How about that? And if my eyeballs are still alive, I'll go until like 9 o'clock. I think that was one great. One or two great. It definitely wasn't 100, but yeah, it's a one great. That's pretty good actually. I've only played this song once, huh? That should not be as hard as it is. That should not be as hard as it actually is, but like it's like there's no difficult parts. It's just like there's like well, obviously there's random tempo changes in the map, which is obviously going to make things harder. I don't know, there's just something off about that. Because there's just something off about it, you know? One day I will full combo that. Just not today. I'm not good enough at the double taps. Yeah, I've only played the song 6 times. I've only played the song in total 6 times. Can you tell I'm not the biggest fan of the 90s Decision? It's easily my least favorite Mucus song that's in this playlist, because I removed another one a couple days ago. Like, I went through the newer songs. Yeah, it's kind of a mid song. Not my. I don't think it's as good as 89 Momentum. It's certainly not as good. I've never played this one before. I'll skip it for now. Good World's also kind of mid. Okay, okay. I think I'm done with the random queue for now. I want to do... What do I want to do? Let's do Invade... Wait, no, not... Do I want to do Invader? Lilith Ambivalent Lovers. We'll do Magic Night Girl, and then we'll finish it off with, Fully Auto Shooter by Muke. How about that? 3 more songs. I think I have 3 more songs in me. I feel like that'd be a good way to wrap up. Hola, hola, hi Creek Star. How are you doing? How's the school life holding up for ya? I am going to full clear the song tonight. I will full clear the song tonight. I am a gamer! At school, I'm alive. It do be like that sometimes, you know? Oh, you're shilling me tomorrow? Hell yeah! My god, I keep on messing up that part. Please let us all know how that works. Like how that goes out. Heck yeah, it's tomorrow, you know I will. Yeah. So does that mean, like, if... Does that mean I have to tone down on the cursing on stream now? Will I be reported to Twitch for having more minors in my stream now? Also, you should know, I'm gonna keep on doing the song until I full clear it. I want a combo! I want a full combo! I don't know why I keep on messing up the same part over and over. What is it with me in this song tonight? You got this, full combo gamer? Yeah, I don't know why. I can't full combo the song now. It's so weird because I've done it like a dozen times already. Psh, they're all seniors? Okay, okay, okay. I don't have to worry about literal children in my stream. There we go. God damn it! It's theater 3. All the minors are in 1 and 2. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
大したことないわ。
I really want to full clear the song, but also at the same time, I am. I'll do a different song and I'll come back to that one. I don't. Like my hands are sweating after that attempt. I'm actually becoming a sweaty gamer as we speak. Yeah, take a break. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shake it off. Yeah. The fucking Disney Channel song. You're a gamer. I'm a gamer, guys. I got the Creekstar verification and I'm a gamer. Oh my god. Oh no, sweaty gamer. Yeah. I think it is a sign that my brain is getting tired of the rhythm game. I did 100% 2 songs earlier today for the first time. So that might be why my brain is just not having it. Also, wow, I'm glad you're taking this break. You deserve it. Intense gaming happening. Too intense for my brain to handle. But yeah. Okay, back to Lilith Ambivalence Lovers. I can never say the full name. Lilith Lovers. Lilith Ambivalence Lovers. I can't say it. English is not my forte. Rhythm games are. Ready? Go!
can fight. Be prepared for anything. The war has just begun. I'm not sure they will survive.
I made it. Uh-oh, back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. I just got out of the lab again. Okay. I finally full cleared that. It only took me like 20 minutes. I think that is a sign I probably should wrap things up. So, final song of the night, fully auto shooter. Currently my favorite song in the game. I'd like to point out that I've played this song like 22 times. The past 10 times have been over the last 3 days. I like to point that out. I played this song 10 times over 3 days. I may or may not have a problem, but the song is just really good. Full cleared, woo! Yeah! I am gamer. I regained my title.
Ready, go!
2, 3, 4. One sec. That's it. 10 dimes is a whole dollar. What? Lynn, random question. What's one thing you hate about schools? I hate how I guess it depends on like the school and the classes you're taking, but at least at the high school I was at, the first high school I was at, the one in Georgia, and then my college here, they both have this really big problem that I hate about schools, in which they want you to dedicate your entire life, like your day-to-day life, to being a student, right? Kadena was less like this, but like they want you to like go to all your classes. They want you to join clubs. They want you to be quote unquote like connected and like have like a network or whatever. I'm blanking on how they phrase it as, but they want you to do all those things. They want you to do like a sport or two. They want you to go to all your classes, and you go home and you do all your homework, and then after you do all your homework, you study for 5 more hours until it's like fucking midnight, you know. They had this weird expectation, like my school has this weird expectation, which is like you dedicate your whole life to being a student, but then you're also supposed to like have a social life out of that, because otherwise it's like you're kind of weird or whatever. And it's like it's the best way to put it is they don't want you to have a life, and they don't want you to have 8 hours of sleep. Is from my experience at the very least. Maybe people who've gone to either of these schools will say different things, but that is my least favorite thing about a lot of schools, is that they expect you to dedicate way more of your time than you should to like school and homework and school related social activities and that sort of thing. I'm the kind of person which during high school I couldn't really stick to any one club for a very long time that required like me to show up on a regular basis, because a lot of the time after I was done with the school, like the 8 hours of school or whatever I had to do, I would just go home and collapse. Like I couldn't take anymore. And in college I'm kind of the same way. I'm not part of any clubs. I don't go to any sports. I don't do any sports or any sporting events. I don't hang out with people from my classes after class. I just go home and I collapse. That could just be because it's like I probably should be diagnosed with things, or it's like I'm just really introverted or whatever. But from my experience, I hate how to actually answer your question, I hate how school, they want you to give more of yourself and of your time than you really should. At least for me, the most important thing in my life is the freedom to do with my time whatever the fuck I want to do with it, right? Like I don't really care about money. I don't care about like fancy houses or fancy like material goods. Time is a currency and I'm always short on it. I'm also short on actual money, but like especially time is a currency I'm short on. And I hate how school makes me spend more of that time than I want to. But anyways, Creekstar, what made you ask what made you ask a question that made me give like such a deep philosophical question? I'm curious now. Are you okay? Or is this like part of the presentation thing? This is Lynn. They hate school. This is why they hate school. Wait, I just saw your thing. You knew that I'd have an interesting answer. Is that because I've complained about school so much? If you're curious, if you need 2 more answers from me, I am also not the big fan of how, at least high school, I'm not the biggest fan of like arbitrary graduation requirements. I feel like you should have, like obviously at least for like high school and like for college, if you want like a specific degree or whatever, and to make sure like people don't take like 20 PE classes and call it a day, right? But I feel like graduation requirements, they don't really lead to a balanced education, whether it be on the high school level or the college level, right? Like I am an I'm an engineering major. I'm an engineering major in a Japanese language major. My engineering degree, I believe, doesn't have enough emphasis on like the history and English. I feel like it doesn't have enough emphasis on that. Because like with engineering, you gotta know, because you've talked about it, call it a hunch, lol. But I feel like, I guess, because like in a perfect like utopian society, high school would be like the general education, right? And then college would be like a more specialized version, right? Like high school would be like, you know how to write, you know how to read, you know how to do like the math that you have to do in like daily life for the most part. You know how to like live as an adult, like do taxes and insurance and all that sort of thing. You know like the history of the world, so you know why the politicians want to do certain things, right? And then you'd have like basic cooking knowledge, basic home repair knowledge, that sort of thing, right? And then college would be like, I want to focus on Japanese language because I find it really cool. I want to focus on Japanese language, and like you've specialized in that. But from my experience, high school very quickly became a you want your things to look good for the college application, so you take the harder classes and you end up with a less balanced education overall. And I fell into that trap too. Like I should have taken like a financial literacy class because that's biting me in the ass right now, right? Like I don't know how insurance works. I've had to self-teach myself how to cook and to sew and to like do the adult things, like how to repair shit and mend shit. I don't have any financial literacy. I don't really know how to be an adult, I guess, right? And then because college is a specialized education, right? Like they're expecting you to know like at least the basics of these things. I'm just left with this educational deficit that I have to fill in on my own, when the point of high school should be to like have that basic human knowledge, I guess, right? Like every human being in like a modern developed society should have these skill sets, right? Like basic tech knowledge, right? Like I've heard horror stories from like Japanese colleges of like in Japan there's not a lot of computer literacy. It's more of like smartphones and tablets and that sort of thing. Japan is not a PC society. And I've heard horror stories from like people who've gone to college there, or people who teach classes in Japan at the college level, of having classes to where it would be like, this is how you turn on a PC. This is how you use this program. This is how, like, and it's like fucking Word or whatever, right? And it's like, you have to Control Alt Delete to get to this menu, right? It's like super basic shit that like you probably should know by like the time you're like 18, right? And like obviously there's like exceptions to that, and we don't live in a perfect world to where everyone has the same access to all the different like technologies and things that exist out there, but that's what high school is for, right? And in an ideal world, high school would be the place where it's like, if you don't have a computer at the house, that's where you learn how to use a computer. If you don't have a functional kitchen at home, then that's where you learn how to cook. If and like obviously like I could go into like how like the home environment impacts your education, how well you're able to absorb that education. But in order to make home environments for future generations better, we have to like give them better educations, right? It's like a loop. But because like my dad called it like the rat race for college or whatever, like especially at my Georgia high school, they were always pushing for like, you have to go to college, you have to go to college, you can't do that, you have to go to college, you have to make it look good for like college applications. It became a very quick so I'm specialized in like history and math and like English and like some science, not all science because fucking high school. Right? Like, I know way more about, like, world history and U.S. history and, like, European history than I probably ever should. And I am, like, multiple years ahead in math. But, like, that doesn't really help me in the real world because, like, no one really cares about, like, how Russia used to own Alaska and then they sold Alaska to the United States for 39 cents. Like, that doesn't... I've been sitting here for 20 minutes talking about school, but, like, that's not helpful in the real world. And, like, maybe in an ideal world that would be semi-helpful, but right now it isn't. And it's like, I spent 4 years of my life for this. 4 years of my life in a school where they wanted me to spend more of my time than I wanted to spend on school. It's like, I don't know. I feel like educational reform should be like a thing, but like, in this country, that's not going to happen for a very long time, but... Let's do the funny rhythm game first, and then I'll talk more about the school system. Woo, fun rhythm game, yeah! I'm very tired. There'd be no way I'd be able to full combo this right now. Hearing you talk about this is really interesting though, yeah. As a student of the educational world, I have many thoughts about the educational world. And how do I say this? So one of my fascinations, I guess, is the best way to put it. If I was diagnosed with shit, I probably would use like the word like fixation or something like that. But one of the fascinations I have about the world, right? Like this is the sort of thing I look up in my free time, is like how people, like education systems around the world, and like how like the pros and the cons of like the different systems, and like how those are being approved on, like educational reforms, like education systems around the world, right? That's one of the things I like doing in my free time. Like how is it in this country? How is it in this country? How is it better in this country compared to this country? How's it worse? Like in and like a lot of it ties back into like the socioeconomic status of like each country, and like the culture of each country, right? Like all these things are tied together in this really fascinating way. Like off the top of my head, Finland is said to have one of the best education systems in the world, and they don't do a lot of homework. They don't have gifted programs. They do have, I think they might have special ed programs for like disabled students. Students that need more support, that sort of thing. But there's like a national curriculum. There's not a lot of homework. A lot of it's based off of like movement and shit, right? And it's like a lot of the time when people hear that, especially like people who are like into like education reform and like politicians and whatnot, they always say that we should adopt the Finland model because it works for them, so why wouldn't it work for us? But the the United States, is a lot more diverse of a country than Finland, both in terms of economic status, if I'm remembering correctly, in terms of economic status and like different cultures, right? Like the same thing goes with Japan and the Japanese education system. It's pretty similar, but Japan like gives more homework. It's like, if I'm remembering correctly, Japan is like second or third place in hours of most homework. It's kind of insane. I'm very glad I did not live in the Japanese education system. That would have absolutely destroyed me. But because it's a homogenous society, there's less factors that they have to factor for, right? Like they don't really have to think about, okay, there's like all these different cultural beliefs of like education and like gender and like what is a quote-unquote good job, what is a quote-unquote good education. what is more important, I guess, like priorities in life, because there's and I'm not saying like one's better than the other, because obviously I'm biased on this sort of thing, but like there's societies that value like you go to school, you get good grades in school, you go to college and you get good grades in college and you get a good job, and that's how you move up in the world. There's other societies where they don't place as much emphasis on that. Like other societies, other cultures. And part of that is due to like, once again, socioeconomic status and shit. But other times it's like based off of like sometimes it's like you're a girl, girls should be married, girls to be married, they do not need a lot of education, so we're going to pull you out of school early and marry you off, right? There's cultures that believe in that. There's cultures to where it's like they believe like working the land or like working with your hands is like more important than like getting a good education and getting a good job in that way, right? Like you can get a good job by like becoming specialized in a skill, like a manual skill, I guess, like a physical skill, like woodworking or tailoring or something like that. I don't know. And it's like homogenous countries with quote-unquote good education systems, like Finland, not Japan actually, like Finland, whatever else is other than Finland, like Scandinavia in general, they have less of these factors to worry about, which makes it so, because most likely most Finnish people believe in like about the same amount of like beliefs regarding like education and like gender and like that sort of thing. So then it's like it's easier for the government to step in and go, okay, so all of the students in Finland are going to learn these things at these ages, and we're going to do it in this way. There's no protest, right? Like on the teacher subreddit, on Reddit, you'll hear stories where it's like, one of the parents from my students complained that I am teaching his kid like liberal like propaganda or whatever, but then he's also complaining that his kid isn't doing well in class, and I'm sitting here wondering why that is, when he's teaching his kid that what I'm saying is like garbage, but then he also wants his kid to believe in what I'm saying. Like other countries, not a lot of other countries, that's like a really America issue, right? Like America has a long history of like anti-education, is that the word? There's like a long history of where it's like starting from like the revolution, like pre-American Revolution, right? America was built off a lot of people who were escaping Britain for various reasons, whether that be religious persecution, or the fact that other religions existed, or the fact that they wanted more space and more like independence, I guess. Like from the very beginning, America was a bunch of weirdos from Europe. That's the best way to put it. We're the descendants of a bunch of weirdos from Europe. And then that has kind of carried over, at least for like how would I put this, like at least like that's what the foundation of this country was based off of, right? A lot of people who were going against the establishment, for better and for worse. And that has kind of tied over into our education system, to where it's like we still have this a lot of people still have the strong belief in like independence and education is seen as like one of the establishments, right? And put like capital letters on both of those words, right? Like the establishments, right? Like the government is an establishment and the tax bureau is an establishment, right? It's like this really strong like rural anti-educational, like it's a self-drain, like brain drain pretty much. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, like this is the kind of stuff that it's like I think about in my free time, right? Because I find it fascinating how like societies and cultures and like history all tie together into how we teach the next generation of people about all these sorts of things, right? I kept you here for like 20 minutes talking about the school system, but yeah, that's also part of the reason why I have like fascinating opinions about like school and how it can be improved, because like this is the sort of thing I think about, right? But anyways, enough about that. Do you need a third reason? Do you need a third reason as to why school sucks? Do you need that, or are you good? Because otherwise we might be here for another 3 hours. This is great. Muchas gracias. Thank you. One sec. Can I... De nada. Is that... I think that's right. Got my mind turning... That's good. Gotta get the brain churning. Gotta get into a blender, you know. Also, my dad's messaging me. Thanks for your very cool thoughts. You're welcome. De nada. That reminds me, I need to go order Spanish textbooks tomorrow. Yeah, you got the Spanish? I had to Google translate that earlier. Then I was like, oh yeah, that's how you say it in Spanish. Yeah. But anyways, thank you for stopping by, Creekstar. I'm going to end stream here. I am pretty tired. I did 5 hours of video editing before stream, and I was pretty close to canceling stream, not because I was tired, but because I wanted to keep on editing the video. But oh no, not Google Translate. I mean, once I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that is how you say it, right? Like that's what I was taught in like Spanish class. But yeah, I'm hoping to get the textbooks. 5 hours? Yeah, I did 5 hours. It wasn't like pure editing, but it was more of like I was working on it. So it'd be like I would draw something, I would import it into the project, I would then time it out with like the audio, make sure everything lined up correctly, added text, rinse and repeat for 5 hours pretty much. So I was drawing and editing and like typing up shit for 5 hours. But I'm about, I'd say 50% through. It's another Discord meme. That's all I will say on the matter. It's a Discord meme, and I'm keeping it a secret from everyone. But the thought's been in my head for like 3 weeks now, and I'm gonna get it out of my brain before school starts, because otherwise I'm gonna be working on it until like October. I can't wait to tell my drama class about you guys and your insane work ethics. What the heck? Yeah. What's weird is that it only applies to the YouTube channel. So honestly, what might happen is that in order to get myself to study, I might just start bringing around my camera and a tripod on campus. And every time I study, I set up the camera and I record it. And then, so there might just be like a bunch of, hey guys, study with me, yo, kind of videos. There might be a lot of those for like the first couple of weeks. But it's, at least for me, the work ethic is less of a work ethic in that sense, if I find it enjoyable, right? Like, I find drawing and I find typing up shit and I find, like, working on videos enjoyable as long as I'm in the right mood. And that's the key part, the right mood. It's not, for me, it's not work if I'm having fun. Like, I'm still doing stuff and I'm still working on stuff, but it's not work because I'm having fun. It's like enjoyable work, I guess. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap up stream. Please make sure to please shill us out to the theater class, and please tell us how that goes. But I'm gonna be signing out for now. Bye. It's like I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give you time to like say anything. Okay. Buenas noches, Lynn. Thank you. Bye. Ah.